Hello everyone, welcome to this fourth video on Excel. So in this video, we'll look at the conditional formatting options which we can use on any data set, any table that we have to answer a few basic questions, and then how we can apply filter on the data to again filter our data set to get some specific filtered records. So this data set which you can see on my screen is COVID data set. It is available on Kaggle. I have filtered it for a particular date range and 5 countries only. And we'll just explore a few things with this sample of the data set. So let's start. So first of all, if we want to apply any conditional formatting, but on this data set, let's see how we can do that. But why would we like to do that? So there is a reason behind this. So for example, here if you see, uh, in this data set, everything is kind of same. I mean, the formatting, there is nothing highlighted here. So even if the cumulative cases or the daily new cases is more than 20k, or even if it is zero, it all looks same right now if you look at this column. But if we do some kind of conditional formatting, we can highlight the important rows in the data set. So let's see how we can do that. So first of all, I'll just select this column. Okay, so when I click at the top, I'm selecting the full column, and then I'll go to this. In home, we have this section called conditional formatting here. So when I click on this, I have these options. So you can actually add data bars as well. So if I do that, you see, so this is with respect to the, I mean, the maximum that we have. So this case is less, this one is higher. This we can easily understand by looking at the data bar. But what are the other options? We can even add a color scale. So yellow, green, yellow, red color scale, or even in green, we have from green to white color scale as well. So if I do this, these one are mostly white. This is a bit of green, like that. So both these formatting are now applied here. But let's see what are the other options. So in fact, there are few, but yeah, we'll first of all we'll clear the formatting here. Okay, so these formatting are now gone, and we'll apply another formatting, any simple. So for example, if you just want to highlight cells where the values are greater than say 20k. So now this pane opens on your right side, and you can see that it is saying we are applying it to DD. So on this full column, and then we want to apply a formatting when the values are greater than 20k or 20,000. Now what kind of formatting do we want to apply? So out of these options we can choose. Let's choose this, where it will be a light red filled cell. All those cells would be light red filled, and the color of the text would also be dark red. Okay, so I'll select this and I click on done. So now you see that we can easily identify that on these days and in these countries. So for example, we start from here. On 14th of May 2022, in US, daily new cases were above 20k. In Brazil, on 13th, it was above 20k. So like that. And then there are few other records as well, many in fact, where these cases are above 20k. Now this way we can actually apply filter on, I mean, conditional formatting on other uh, columns as well. So let's try something else here. Daily new deaths. So let's do that. Highlight cell rules. Now again, if it is greater than say 50 or maybe 200, then it will show something like this. So now all those cells where it is greater than 200 deaths, now it is white filled only, It's those cells are filled with white, but these text changes to red. So this is one formatting. Now here also we can apply some format, conditional formatting in the date field as well. You can see the option here, a date occurring. Okay, now for duplicate values also we can apply conditional formatting, a date occurring, a text that contains, if you want to filter, actually highlight those which contains a particular value. So those kind of conditional formatting also you can do. You can specify if it is equal to something or between something or less than something. So here let's apply this on a date. So date occurring, maybe these kind of options are available here, last month, next week. So this is more useful when you have any recent data. So there you can highlight the recent data, but in this case, I mean, we don't have, these are historical data set, we will not be having any date in the last month. So these formatting will actually not work here in this particular case. But yeah, this way you can. And when you'd be applying a filter on this data, so for example, if I want to apply a filter, I'll click anywhere, I'll do control A, so the whole data would be selected. And then in data, if I go, I have an option to apply a filter, so I'll apply a filter here. Now when filter is applied, I can select a few rows based on any condition, but I can select a few rows on the basis of color as well. So I can sort by color, I can filter by color. So if I just want to filter these which are filled with rose color or where this font is dark red, so if I do this, you can see and only those rows are selected where it is that condition is satisfied. So it's, we have actually 2113 rows where the daily new cases are more than 20,000 out of 4100 records. Now if you want to further apply a filter, so out of these, so when we had 20,000 plus cases, out of these, in how many days we had this font color was again dark red. So which means that number of deaths were greater than 200. So out of those days, 1802 days were there with in these five countries where the number of deaths were again greater than 200. So with conditional formatting and by applying a filter also, you would be able to answer some basic questions from your data set. So let's remove both this filter and do something else as well. So I'll be removing filter from here. I'll be removing filter from here. So now we have this data set and we want to see how many records are there for example, India. So by default, everything is selected. I'll unselect and then I'll just select India and apply. So I have 820 records for India. Similarly, if I just unselect this, I select Brazil, I have 820 records for Brazil. I can also filter it in a different way as well. So I have these options. So first of all, I'll select all and I have these options: text equals, does not equal, begins with, ends with, contain, does not contain, and custom option as well. So now if I click on text equals, so I can mention it to be India and click on OK. Now it will apply this filter and it will give me the records for India only. If I do say, again everything is selected but this filter is applied. Now if I do does not equal India, so it should select everything except India. So now you see I have Brazil, Mexico, UK, US, everything is there but India is not there. I can also do, say, begins with, say, BR A Z. Okay, so now only Brazil is filter, and then ends with contains, does not contain. Let's see custom option. So custom filter, again, it's everything is available here. uh, you, if there is a number, you can select greater than, less than, those kind of thing as well here. Now I'll remove this filter from here as well. Now similarly for number, actually, what are the options you can apply? So equal, does not equal, greater than, less than, in between, top 10, above average, below average, all those options are available here. And in custom filter you have, again, is between, not is between, those kind of filters are also available. So let's look at this daily new cases, and let's select top 10. Okay, so if I select top 10 items, and I can actually select top 20, 30, like that as well. So let's select top 10. You see, it's all belongs to US, where the daily new cases were all kind of above, say, they were in fact in lakhs. So 8 lakh 31,000, 7 lakh 68,000. So those kind of numbers. In fact, the highest to here, what we can see is that this one, 9 lakh and 9,610. Okay, so this is another option to filter. So we can, if we apply conditional formatting, we can filter by color. Otherwise, we can filter numbers with a lot of options, text as well with lot of options, and date also. In fact, you can filter like this. So there are too many options here: before, after, between. You can select the dates: next quarter, this quarter, next year, last year, year to date, all dates in the period, custom filter. And here also you can actually select nicely. So by default you are seeing the years here, but you can click here and expand it to the months that you have available. So in 2022 we have January, February, March, April, May. In 2021 we have all these months, and in 2020 we have all the months. So from, actually, it's from 1st of February. You can see that. So it's from 15th of February 2020. You have the data till May 2022, and you have data till 14th of May. So this is the data, and you can select anything. If you just want data for one day, say 13th of May 2022, this way you can expand. You can select that particular date. You can select a particular month in a year, or in fact the whole year as well. So, and then if I apply, you see we have 5 records for that particular day, and these are the values here. I hope now you feel familiar with the filter options available in Excel. I hope you like this video. So do subscribe my channel, like the video, share it amongst your friends. See you in the next video. Thank you.